So recently, India imported cheetahs from Namibia. The cheetah is the only large carnivore to have gone extinct in India. In 1952, the Indian government officially declared the cheetah extinct in the country. So why only cheetah extinct, not leopard, tigers or lion from India? So what is the difference between cheetah and leopard, which is very close resemblance? Where these imported cheetahs kept and why they kept in that sanctuary? So what are the other opinions on this cheetah projects? So what is this IUCN red list? What is the criteria to decide a species is extinct, vulnerable and endangered? So we'll learn about all these things in this video. For centuries, hunting was a favored activity for royalty in India. The cheetah, which is relatively easy to tame and less dangerous than tigers, was frequently used by Indian nobility for sport hunting. So the use of trained cheetahs for hunting had become a highly specialized activity in India. So it is believed that Emperor Akbar was particularly fond of activity and is recorded to have collected 9,000 cheetahs in total. The cheetahs were then trained for about 3 to 4 months so that they could participate in royal hunts. So according to Abu Fazl, the cheetahs were then trained for about 3 to 4 months so that they could participate in royal hunts. For many royals from India, hunting and taming cheetahs were most entertaining hobby. Under the British Raj, the forests were extensively cleared so as to develop settlements and to set up indigo, tea and coffee plantations. This further resulted in the loss of habitat for big cats, contributing to their decline. The rewards for bounty hunting is another cause. There is the cause of the decline of cheetahs, as even the removal of a small number would have negatively affected the ability of the wild cheetahs. Interestingly, in 19th century, in the Sindh region, the reward for killing a cheetah cub was ₹6 and it was 12 rupees for an adult. As a result, the wild cheetahs became very rare in India by 19th century. So in order to regrow these cheetahs, so we are importing cheetahs from Namibia. Each of the animals aged between 2 and 5.5 was fitted with a satellite collar to monitor their movements. They will initially be kept in a quarantine enclosure for about a month before being released in the open forest areas of the park. So cheetahs are according to Laurie Marker, the founder of the Namibia-based charity Cheetah Conservation Fund, the cheetahs are very adaptable and assuming that they will adapt well into this Indian environment. As India gathers more funding for about 910 million rupees for this project, largely financed by the state-owned Indian Oil, it hopes to eventually grow the population to about 40 cats. So what is the difference between a cheetah and a leopard? So on the face, you can see that the black tear line which runs down their face is found in cheetahs, whereas in leopard you won't find such line on that. So the preferred hunting time for cheetah is a daytime, whereas for leopard it is a night time. It is because of that eyes structure. The leopard eye structure will have such an adaptation so that they can observe the prey's movement and speed in the night itself. The patterns on the coat is also differ in this. Cheetahs will have a solid round or oval spot shape on their body, whereas the leopard will have a smaller irregular shaped spots. They are also called as rose-like markings, which we also call rosetta. So when it comes to the speed, the top speed attained by the cheetah is around 120 kilometers per hour. So it can reach this from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3 seconds, whereas the leopard will have only 58 kilometers per hour. When it comes to the size, cheetah would have a long, slender and taller whereas the leopard will have a very shortest among them, but it is a heavy one. When it comes to the reproduction, gestation period for cheetah is 90 to 98 days. When it comes to the leopard, it is 90 to 105 days. When it comes to the feet and claws, the large back feet, you can see this in cheetahs because this helps them with their massive acceleration. But when it comes to the leopard, the larger front feet than the back feet, so that it can actually climb the trees. So interestingly, both leopard and cheetah cubs are born completely blind. However, they develop rapidly and within 10 days their eyes have opened. So where these cheetahs are imported or kept and why they kept in that particular sanctuary. We all know that the Kuno National Park was found suitable for the cheetahs due to its climatic condition and vegetation. So Namibia is the most arid country south of the Sahara. The vegetation in Namibia mainly comprising savanna across the interior, a desert in the western and southern parts, and woodland and forest in the north central and northeastern parts of the country. The cheetahs came from the African savanna forest. So biogeographically, Kuno National Park falls under Kathiawar dry deciduous forest, this ecoregion. And the forest type found in this region include the northern tropical dry deciduous forest, southern tropical dry deciduous forest, and dry savanna forest and grasslands, and tropical riverine forest, which would so that the cheetah should have a little trouble in getting acclimatizing to this climate. The Kuno National Park is one of the few wildlife sites in the country with absolutely no human settlement in this region or in the immediate vicinity. So that is why they have chosen this park. So what are the other opinions on this cheetah project? We all know that a single cheetah needs a lot of space to roam. 100 square kilometer area can support 6 to 11 tigers and 10 to 40 lions, but only one cheetah can roam in this required is 100 square kilometer area. As per the biologist Ullas Karnar, once the cheetah moves beyond his Kuno's unfenced boundaries, they will be knocked down by the domestic dogs or by the leopards. Or when these cheetahs go into the villages or the near vicinity and they'll kill the goats, and in response to that, the villagers will poison them. The park has a large number of leopards and other predators like the Indian wolf, clad bears, sparking the concerns of this territorial fight between them and the cheetahs. It is believed that they can coexist peacefully if enough prey base is available. If the prey base is not available, then it is difficult for them to survive.